Today at visiting dock, one of the last two remaining B-29 super fortresses, and this one's being housed in Wichita, Kansas, and we're here on a very special day today. Today's August 6th, the 75th anniversary of the nuclear bombing of Hiroshima, a city about the same size as Wichita back then in 1945. The B-29 was a very important airplane for the United States Air Force, and on this day, 75 years ago, a nuclear bomb was dropped on Hiroshima by a B-29 by the name of Enola Gay. The B-29 was the only plane in the world capable of actually carrying and dropping a nuclear bomb and managing to get away without itself being destroyed. Because it could fly very fast with its four engines, and it could fly at a higher altitude, which meant that the bomb had a longer time to drop before it reached 2,000 feet where the nuclear bomb detonated. Here we are at the back of the B-29. It's the tail gunner position. You can see the tail gunner windows and his guns. The only person who had a fantastic view of the bombing of Hiroshima was Bob Caron. He was the tail gunner at the time, and he's the only one who actually managed to take a picture of the first nuclear explosion as the airplane dropped the nuclear bomb. It also had a major problem in the sense that Bob Kramer, the tail gunner, was able to see the shock wave approaching the airplane, and if they had been less than 8 miles from the explosion, the airplane would have been destroyed. We're inside the cockpit control area of the B-29, and on the bombing of Hiroshima, there were many challenges faced by the captain, Paul Tibbets, and his crew. One of the things that they had to deal with was, as soon as the bomb was released, 9,000 pounds, the airplane became 9,000 pounds less heavy. A lot of surges, and the airplane had to brought back under control. It would take this airplane 40 seconds to get 8 miles away, which was the distance they had to get away such that they themselves would not have been destroyed by the nuclear blast. They had an extra 3 seconds and managed to get 9 miles away. By the time the nuclear bomb exploded, it was dropped from 31,500 feet and detonated at 2,000 feet above altitude, and the airplane was 9 miles away at that time. Then the airplane went through a huge amount of turbulence as the nuclear shock wave hit the back of the plane. It was probably the worst weather type shock experience ever encountered by an airplane.